I just got done dropping off stuff at work, and I'm sitting here and listening to the radio, and the news comes on, Hollywood Quickies or whatever, and I hear that Tiger Woods' wife bought a $12 million home, and they had demolished, bulldozed over, to build another home on top of it. Now, this is her money, so yes, she could do what she wants. But also, on the other hand, it goes back to my point about greed and people having more money than what they need. $12 million. Could you only imagine what that could do for even a small city like Flint if that went out to help all these people in need around here? I mean, you could buy Flint almost for $12 million. There ain't nothing left here. I mean, you could literally help out an entire community in the United States of America. Bring them out of debt. Bring them up to positive and make an influence and change their life for the rest of their lives. Now, I'm not saying it's her responsibility doing that. I'm not saying that it's anyone's responsibility doing that. But it's just, if you look around you, you know that life is doing nothing but getting worse. It doesn't matter how much money you have, because your money is not going to be worth anything. So why not invest your money into making your money still valuable? If you catch my drift. If I right now hit, like, someone has hit $250 million. If I hit $250 million, I know after taxes and everything, I might end up with 150 or maybe a little more, because the taxes and stuff are ridiculous when you win the lottery. I would honestly have a lot of investments, but I would set up something to where I would go around and probably at least 10 to 12 million, like she spent, would at least go around to, in my city, buy up these houses. And I only mean buy up these houses, but I would buy up houses that people are either losing or real behind on, and just call it even. I mean, I guess it's just because that's how I am. Because I want to see my community flourish. And I want, if I could do it for more communities, if it was something that I could catch on, if I could get the ball rolling. I mean, people donate all this money to these charities and stuff. The sad part is that only this much of that money goes to the actual charity. I would actually physically take the person, walk them to their bank, talk to the teller and say how much do they owe on this house, and pay off that note. That would be how I would do it. I would walk to the teller with the person. The money went to the teller. The slips, the deeds writ up, everything is done. That's what I call charity. If there's not going to be progress shown, I'm not giving it. I mean, everybody's talking about breast cancer, all this other things. The thing is that money is going to those, and research is going to those no matter what. Do you think that if you don't donate all this money to buy these ribbons and these hearts and these boots and whatever else they stick in the windows of the stores for $1, how much do you honestly think is going towards that research? They got research money. They're getting grant money. They're getting money from the insurance companies and the high-ass fucking pays these hospitals give out. They're getting money. All this research is getting paid for with or without your charity. Your charity is going somewhere else. It's another way to make money for nothing. Free money for someone. Not knocking on the people that accept these charities, because I guess you're a genius. You found out how to capitalize on people and take their money for nothing. And if you get people to pay, well, there you go, give them pay. But I'm definitely going to put it out there that a charity ain't going to those people. It's not going to these causes. It's not going to Katrina. It's not going anywhere. So if you're going to do a charity, I believe you go out, find someone that's in need, and physically handle it. That's a charity. That's making a difference. Like I said, I dream about all the time if I hit the Mega Millions or if I come into a bunch of millions. I know I don't need that much money. I really don't. I don't want to live beyond my mean. If I wanted Mega Millions, I'd probably either live in this house or maybe one slightly nicer, but it'd be something that if I had a better job, I'd be able to afford without the Mega Millions. I'd still have my truck. I'd still have my Cadillac. I'd get Stephanie a car so that she's going to drive a truck and Cadillac. And yes, my truck Cadillac would look really nice, but they'd be paid for. You know, I wouldn't need $100 million. My kids could have a trust fund, but I don't want trust funds are kind of bad for kids because a lot of your trust fund babies, they don't want to go to college, they don't want to do a hard working job because they're trust fund kids, so they become a useless member of society. I want my kids to be a good member of society. I mean, if I did win the money and did leave them trust fund, I wouldn't let them know till after college and after they done work their butts off somewhere, before I'd even let them know of any idea of this trust fund. If I set up a trust fund. And that's, I wouldn't donate all my money. I wouldn't do all my money to charity. I mean, I'd set up an organization that would put money, like I said, directly take these people directly to the banks and pay it off. Now, would I do it for everybody? No, because like once someone finds out you're doing that, then you got scammers. You're going to have people going out there that know they can't afford houses that try to get a house just so they say I can't afford my house. I'm talking about people that's, built their house. Families that had this house in their families for generations that are losing their homes right now. People that built their homes that are losing their homes now. Not talking about people that are bulldozing $12 million houses and building new ones and losing them. I'm talking about people that built their homes back in the 60s, 70s, I mean even 80s, even 90s. I'm talking about nowadays. Whoever's building houses nowadays are nuts. I mean, it's great for construction workers and contractors to get the money for building the houses, but there are a billion zillion houses empty out there, and resources and oil for the shingles and all the cost and the natural resources and things that you are destroying and depleting and money you're blowing is ridiculous when there's plenty of good homes out there that just need someone to come in and live in them. So I guess that was what's on my mind. A Tiger Woods wife thing kind of got me a little frustrated because I could see $12 million going so many other places other than bulldozing the freaking perfectly good house over, because you want to build a brand new house exactly how you want it. That's just, like I said, some people don't. When you get too much money, you don't use your brain. You just become stupid. And that there is stupid. I don't care. I would never, ever, ever, ever do that. Ever. Anyone with good sense, and especially, like I said, we are in the worst economic times since the Great Depression right now. And you think it's a wise idea to bulldoze down a $12 million house to build another multi-million-dollar house? Greed is a horrible thing, and ignorance is even worse. But, that's what I feel today. So guys, take care. Have a great day. Bye.